Joining us now live on the South Shores Morning News, we have Stephen LaFlamme, more commonly known locally as Astrogeek. Thank you for joining us again this morning.
Hi, good morning, Christine.
You know what?
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, absolutely. You have a very impressive background. I know that you were, I believe, a pharmacist by vocation, but you have been hooked on astronomy since you were a kid. And is it true that you built like your own planetarium in your backyard?
Yes, actually, it's an observatory. Planetarium's a little bit different.
Okay.
I have a domed observatory in my backyard that houses a number of different telescopes that are ready to go in a moment's notice. So I live for this stuff. And,
that is terrific. I love hearing that, and I'm waiting to see you sometime on like the History Channel, on one of those sci-fi specials. Now, quick question for you. Well, maybe not a quick question, but when I saw this coming up, I guess in the wee small hours, a blood moon total lunar eclipse. Is this happening, and what exactly does all that mean?
Okay, well, first of all, the term blood red moon is a little bit exaggerated. I've seen many of these total lunar eclipses, and most of the time they're just a beautiful coppery orange color. But I will say that these total lunar eclipses are semi-regular. They happen every 2 to 3 years on average, and the last one that we had for our area was November of 2022. And the next one will be 2029, so we're kind of in the middle here. And what we can expect to see is starting at about 1:09 a.m. tomorrow morning, early Friday morning, the moon is going to slip into the Earth's shadow, and you're going to see a bite of shadow taking hold of the lower left-hand corner of the moon. And for the next hour and 20 minutes or so, the moon is going to continue to slide deeper into the Earth's shadow, and you're going to see the shadow encroach the full moon illumination. And finally, from 2:30 to 3:30 a.m., the moon will be completely in the Earth's shadow, but it won't disappear completely, even though the sunlight is being blocked from striking the moon's surface. The reason that it continues to glow an orangey copper color is because you got all the Earth's sunsets and sunrises all around the fringe of the Earth, refracting their light and still illuminating the lunar surface and making it that orangey color. It is very beautiful. You don't need any special glasses for this. It lasts an hour. Totality will be an hour long, and you can easily go out and find it in the sky. So I encourage you to at least set your alarm clock for 3 a.m., take a peek under the window shade and see if it's clear. That's good. That's the only kind of drawback right now, is that it's not a good forecast, but it's worth a look.
Now, this might sound like kind of a dumb question, but when you have this total lunar eclipse, tonight into tomorrow night, this is the full moon for the month of March?
It is the full worm moon, as it's called. Each month is given a nickname through American folklore and the Native Americans. So last month, February, was the snow full moon. This is the worm full moon, based on the worms that surface after the rain in March. And next month will be pink full moon due to the pink phlox that starts to bloom.
Oh, that sounds delightful. Now, to be considered a total lunar eclipse, does the moon have to be a full moon, or can a lunar eclipse happen when the moon is in another phase?
It has to be full. So during the full moon, the Earth is directly between the sun and the moon. And most of the time, the moon is a little bit higher or a little bit lower than the shadow. But once every so often, things come together just right, and we get a total lunar eclipse. I mentioned that it may be cloudy. For those hardcore people that want to see this anyway, you can get up in the wee hours of the morning and watch this live on a website called Virtual Telescope Project. They hope to show this thing as a broadcast over the internet.
Oh, that is terrific, and we so appreciate you joining us this morning. Again, Stephen LaFlamme, known as the Astrogeek. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, I appreciate you remembering me, and I do this anytime there's a major astronomical event.
Oh, awesome. We will talk to you again. We appreciate it. And thanks for the picture you sent over. We'll get that up on our website, too. Good. Thank you very much. Right.